I'm back. What's up, beautiful people? It's good to be back. I was back yesterday in my private group. Can I go to my page? I'm going to pull you up on my iPad. Come on in. I've missed all of you all. It's been a long week. Hey, Shanna. It was a long week, y'all. I got the COVID. I was hurting a week ago. Still not like 100%, but I'm like probably 95%. What's up, Rhonda? So I still get tired like really quickly. And like I told my private group yesterday, if you ever hear me say I never get sick, you have the right to throw a pillow at my head, okay? Because very rarely do I get sick. That was the first time in 5 years. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Jackie. Hey, Griselda. Hi, Allison. Hey, Jill. So that was the first time in 5 years I've been sick. And boy, was it a doozy. So I hope you guys are all healthy and well. It's snowy here today. It looks like it's actually, the sun is shining, but it looks like it's going to thunderstorm. Hi, Vicky. Thank you. It's like, I think this is like the second day in a week that I actually like got dressed, put makeup on, and I have jeans on. I like was living in sweatshirts and leggings, and I was that gross girl that like did not shower for like, I didn't do a thing. I mean, I was gross. I am so much better, but yes, I had COVID. I came down with it like, today, Tuesday, a week ago today. So last Wednesday and Thursday were really rough, but I'm back. Yeah. So anyway, just something small today. While I was recuperating, yeah, I feel better. I still like, by the end of the day, I get pretty tired. It's amazing how that thing can kick your butt. And then I still have like a little bit of like snot in my nose that drains into my throat like that, hey, Jennifer, like that thick mucusy stuff. I don't like that at all. And you're like, so if you hear me sucking my snot, that's why. It's because I was sick. Hey, Grace. Hey, Evelyn. I know it's good to be back. I think I got it from Mike Denise. Carly wasn't feeling good about a week ago, but she didn't have what me and Mike had. And Jack wasn't feeling good. He was a little off kilter, but I think he had what Carly had, and his was just a couple of days. So me and Mike's was worse. Like Mike was down for a good 7 to 10 days, and mine's been a week right now. So, oh, Gail, it was awful. Like I literally, but I have to say I got a lot done. Tuesday and Wednesday, I did nothing, but like Friday, Saturday, I laid in bed with my, hey, Mercy, hey, Lisa, I was laying in bed with my computer, and so I did get like a lot of done, you know, totally dazzled clothes, so I'm working on bringing like a Royal Funky Junk bling pack in, so we have somewhere to get some bling. Yes, I did get bracelets out. Those are actually going to go out tomorrow. I literally got nothing. Yeah, we went to Home Goods. That was the first time I was out, and that little 2-hour jaunt like did me in. Hey, Molly. Yeah, it's going around. I'm the only one that tested, but I'm pretty sure Mike had COVID. I haven't seen my parents, and Sam. Sam is the only one that did not get a lick of anything. He's back at Kent now, so he got out of the hot zone. But yeah, these are Sam's bracelets for, I guess, January, but they have a Valentine's feel to them. First time I've actually gotten to wear them. Yeah, I feel better. Every day I get a little bit better. I took a test. I just bought it at CVS. Hey, Julie Bishop, how are you? And it came back positive. And it was one of those like, it tested for flu A, B, and COVID, and I only got tested positive for COVID. Hey, Lisa. He had a stroke from it. Oh, that's awful. You know, I never had a cough. I never had a cough with this. It all like was up in my head. I had really bad sinus pressure, and my ears were horribly ringing. Like that was the worst part. I'm still a little nasally, and usually that kicks in more like at work or at night. So, but I've been lazy. I haven't wanted to do anything. Yeah. Sam has, I want to say maybe 40 of these left. You can do ! Sam in the comments. It'll drop you a link. They're 5 individual bracelets. They're all stretch. Super, super cute. Super cute. Hey, Kelly, I'm feeling better. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting better every day. Thank God. It was a rough week. I'm surprised at you. And I take care of myself. I take a lot of vitamins, which is maybe why it wasn't that bad. It wasn't awful. It wasn't as bad as Mike's was, I don't think, but I don't know. But y'all, you're never gonna hear me say I never get sick anymore. Never say never, because I rarely. I did, Holly. I was living on like between Tylenol and Motrin. I couldn't really figure out which one. The Advil cold and sinus did nothing for my sinus pressure. I think that was just the COVID. Motrin seemed to work the best. And then I did get some ivermectin from my doctor. We have a family friend who's a doctor. He gave me some ivermectin. That really helped. And I gave myself a shot of cortisone. So that definitely helped too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was hurting, but I did get a lot of computer work done. So, hey, Kathy, Arlene. Hey, Arlene, Creations by Arlene. Y'all go follow Creations by Arlene. She's on her new business site. How exciting. So anyway, yeah, we got lots of good stuff coming to Royal Funky Junk. I'm also working on all my cute little stories from last year. I'm working on putting those into a picture book. Bracelet right now it's up on, you do ! Sam. It's January, but it's definitely got a Valentine's Day feel to it. It's got cute, it's all about pink, pink's my color. So, and it's got a cute little charm. I love this set, and it matches my shirt. I just got this shirt from Carly Beagle on the Whatnot app. And these are $10. $10 for all these. You get 5 individual strands for $10. Thank you, Patricia. I do feel better. Every day I get a little bit better. So anyway, when we were digging around in the basement the other day, so that's what I had, Janice. Severe head cold. It was terrible. And the ringing in my ears was the worst. So last, I think it was Friday or Saturday, whenever I posted those cute little things that I found in my attic or my basement from my grandma, that my grandma made me back in the 70s and early 80s, I found this picture. This used to be at my old house before I moved here. It's a picture of my grandma when she was 20 years old. This is my mom's mom. That's my grandma. Her name was Edith. And I think my son Sam looks like her. I see a little bit of Sam in there. But this is my mom's mom when she was 20 years old. Isn't that crazy? So my grandma was born in 1908. I think she was born in 1914. So this was from the 1924 this picture was taken. So I had it in this frame, and for some reason it doesn't really match our home decor anymore. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna paint it. And I made this probably, I don't know, a decade and a half ago. I had this up on the top here because I've always loved fleur-de-lis. But I'm gonna paint everything. And what my plan is today, I thought we would just do a little upcycled frame. If you have any frames laying around, I had Christmas in the last. Ooh, influence is the worst. I think so too. I think Sam kind of resembles her. Beautiful, huh? I miss my grandma. She's been gone since 2006. You think I look like her? I think my brothers look more like her. If you saw my dad's mom, I look more like my dad and my dad's side of the family. I think my oldest son and my brothers, my younger brother especially, I see in here too. My grandma. So that's my mom's mom. Hi, Lori. I'm good. Okay, so this is my plan. I want to do this in royal bronze, but I think on this big like fat part on this inside, I want to do white and then do some black stripes. Oh no, Jean, if you saw my dad, I definitely look like my dad. Nancy Bowers, you remember her. How do you remember? You know my grandma? Yeah, I think if you, like, I definitely look like my dad. Jackie, the link is not clickable during a live anymore. Facebook took that option away, but you can copy and paste it into a browser like Google, and then you can shop from it there. So do you think that'll be cute? I think I would just want to keep, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start and then we can chat. What else has been going on? I feel like I have so much to tell you, but now that I'm on live with you, I don't even remember like all the things that might have happened while I was sick. All I know is it was a rough week and I literally did a whole lot of nothing. Do you remember how? Nancy Bowers, tell me how you know my grandma. I'm curious. Our grandparents, I have to screenshot this, so I have to show this to my mother. Our grandparents were siblings. Who is your mother? Who is your grandparent? Who is your grandparent's sister? Jack and Beulah. Shut the front door. So wait a minute. Jack, are you talking about my grandfather, my mom's dad, Jack Frost? This is so exciting. My mom's going to freak out. I am going to use some Paint Pixie Undercover Primer. Remember. Okay, so you have to tell me, was Jack Frost your grandfather? I'm so, did we? I probably did, Nancy, but I don't remember because I don't remember what I did yesterday. But, oh my God. Okay, so see, I'm getting goosebumps right now. So your grandfather was Jack Frost. Wait a minute. I'm so confused. Because my mom, Jack Frost, was married. That's who Jack, my son, is named after, is my grandpa. I never knew him, though. So Jack Frost is my mom's dad. He was married before. So that's your great uncle. Jack, your grandpa was her great uncle. Oh my God. This is like so exciting. I'm going to have to look up our old messages so I know. Because I probably did tell my mom, but it's been a hot minute and I don't remember. How exciting. Do you live in Ohio? I do not get into all the Golden Globes and all that stuff. I like looking at the clothes that they wear, but I didn't get into all that. So I am taking this frame and I'm going to paint this white. Grandma, your grandma was Beulah, and Beulah, I think, was my grandma's sister. Yes. She had lots of sisters. How exciting is this? Too cool, y'all. Was it Jack's sister or was it Jack's brother that is your grandparent? So, see, I never knew my grandpa Jack because he died when my mom was 10. Was it Jack's sister or was it Jack's brother? Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting all excited again. This is so fun. Where do you live? It does make us family. Oh my God, we have a troll. Guys, it's been so long since I've had a troll in here, and he wants my phone number. Oh, boyo. Jeffrey, you're a boyo. No, that's not how this works. And if you're still single, that's why you're still single. You never know who you're related to. Exactly. Jack's sister. Jack Frost was my grandfather's name, yes. Okay, so your Grandma Beulah is a sister of her Grandma Jack. Is that correct? So your Grandma Beulah is a sister of Grandma Jack. That is so cool. He was so handsome, wasn't he? Oh, you live near Toledo. Interesting. He was handsome. I have pictures of him. And this is probably when he was married to my grandmother, Edith. And I never met him, but... and it's funny too, because, you know, Grandpa Jack was a pilot, and I actually have his airplane propeller. It's a wooden airplane propeller off of his plane, and it's in my living room. So, and then Beulah Miller, I have to remember, Nancy, you have to message me all this, because I don't ever remember talking to you, but I'm sure once I go back to our messages, I'll find the old messages that I'll remember. That's who I named Jack after. My youngest son is Jack William. He did look like Clark Gable. Hi, Diane. I do feel better. Not 100%, but I'm feeling better. I think he looks like, okay, if you guys knew my Grandpa Jack from the pictures that I have seen, I always thought he looked like, I blocked him. He's gone. My mom religiously watches the show. He wore a leather jacket. Yes, indeed. I know exactly what picture you're looking at. He reminds me of Victor from The Young and the Restless. Do you guys throw me some hearts if you know who I'm talking about? He's got the mustache. My mom always said that reminded her of her dad, is that actor who played Victor in The Young and the Restless. What a small world. How did you figure out that we were related, Nancy? Maybe my maiden name. What a small world. How fun. Victor Newman. Yes. My mom always said that her dad looked like Victor Newman. But I can see him perfectly in my head, my mom's dad. So that's who I named Jack after. Kind of like a little homage to my mom's dad. Barbara. Yes. Hi, Jenny. Long time. I know. Isn't it amazing? See, this is why when you guys watch Creators Live, Eric Braden, I think that's his name in real life, right? You gotta talk, because you never know who you might be related to. That's so funny. So are we technically like blood relatives? Stumbled on and recognized your mom. Such a small world. COVID, I decided not to go back to it. Victor Newman, that's who my mom says my grandpa looks like. So cool. What a small world. Yeah, and I remember, like, am I related to Victor? I remember, like, Beulah, Aunt Beulah. I didn't know them very well. Like, my grandma had lots of sisters. I was closest with my Aunt Sally. Do you remember her, Sally and Frank Knob? That is who I was closest to. I grew up hanging out with her and all her matching shoes and purses. She was a fashionista. I want to say, so Beulah is your grandmother, right? Or great aunt. Or Beulah was, are you related to my grandma's sister, or you're related to my grandfather's sister? I don't know. Okay, that actually covered up pretty well. You want to be related to me? Wouldn't that be cool? Hey, you never know. And you know, my kids are 7th cousins to Abraham Lincoln. And I almost named Jack, instead of Jack William, I almost named Jack Lincoln. But yeah, my mom's maiden name is Frost. I love genealogy. It's so neat, isn't it? So I'm just painted this outside edge white, and then I'm gonna make some stripes. How cool. Yes, you are. You may be second or third cousins. My friend's mom's name is Beulah. Beulah's, I like all those old names. And you know, it's funny, if Jack would have been a girl, Beulah died in 1977. Okay, so I was 3 years old. Yeah. Aunt Sally, I remember Uncle Frank. I don't even remember the other ones. Jack and Beulah were siblings. Oh my gosh. So Beulah wasn't my grandmother's sister. That's who okay, oh my gosh, what a small world. I have one, I did, my brother did that, but I didn't. Okay, so that, all I did, I used the Paint Pixie. I finally got a new order of Paint Pixie, and so I ordered more of their undercover primer. That worked like a charm. And I'm going to take this fat part on the ends here. Your first husband related to Mark Twain? No kidding. Small world. Yeah, my kids are 7th cousins to Abraham Lincoln. So it's kind of cool. And then I'm going to take my little Posca pen, or maybe my fine line Sharpie. My favorite present. Oh, no kidding. Yep, my kids are 7th cousins on my ex-husband's mother's side. I know, it's pretty cool. Herman and Gerald. I do remember Uncle Gerald. I don't remember Herman. I kind of remember the name. What a small world. All right, so I'm going to make some stripes in here. I don't know if I'm going to do like big stripes, little stripes. But I'm going to start at the top. And I do have some gunk on here, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it. My friend hubby Ron Frost drove race cars on the salt flats. I was married to Davy Crockett, and we would go to family reunion. Oh, that's so cool. 2nd generation. Yeah. Now, see, my grandmother, I know this, like she used to tell me, somewhere on her side of the family, this grandmother is, I'm also related to the first lady that ever went over Niagara Falls in a barrel. What is a Posca pen? A Posca pen is this. It's like a marker pen, and I'm going to use it. I'm just kind of mapping out my lines right now with my Sharpie. Hi, Mickey. I am feeling better. Not 100%, but I'm better. So now I'm just going to keep everything even, and then I'm going to take the middle of these two, okay, in the middle of these two, the middle of these two. Okay, do you guys think I should go? I think I'm going to do one more. I don't want to do super skinny. I'll do a supply list for this. So I'm just marking off some lines here. And then when you count, I think that's good. I don't want to go any smaller than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You want to make sure you have an even amount. So we're going to do this one, this one, this one. And then you're just going to mark off every other. Okay. And then this is where I think I'm going to use my Posca pen. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to get. I'm a freaking idiot. You guys, I didn't do it right. I'm such a turd. I have to do it over. Wait a minute. Let me see if I just cover moron. Ding dong. Thank you guys for the stars. I totally did a dumb thing. Okay. I put the black marker in the wrong spot. I have an Italian. Do I have an Italian marinette? Yeah, I'm married to an Italian. Di Domenico. Dito. All right. Ooh, this undercover primer worked like a champ. Let me dry it again. Hi, Patty. Now, I'm going to dark wax all this, so it should be okay. And I'm keeping it. Thank you, Kimberly, for the stars. Thank you, Memory. Why do I find this buzz that you are working on this project? I always post it when I'm done with it. I'll post a picture. And I'll leave a supply list. In Italy, there's a town named after this one, Nicotera. Oh, no kidding. It's your daily mode. I'm telling you, girl. Candace, did you get my message about that shirt that you wanted? I meant to check it this morning and I forgot. Hey, Julie. All right, so I'm going to do it correctly now. This is a Posca pen. Thank you. My favorite color right here, y'all. That's why my husband made me a car in this color. Okay. So I am going to correctly pink it out. Pink it out. What am I talking about? And I'm not really worried about if I go into another part of the white, only because I am going to paint everything around it with the royal bronze, so you don't really have to be too picky. And sometimes, like, I love the Posca pens because they work great. It's like a liquid marker. And it covers up everything. And you have a little bit more control. So if you're new at doing stripes or checks, highly recommend a Posca pen. Because I know some of y'all struggle with the lines, and this just helps. See what I mean? Hey, Tessie. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on a live. I was, down for the count last week. I'm not used to being off so much because, I took a week off during Christmas, which I needed. But having COVID last week kind of like, put a little fire underneath me, got some stuff done. But now I'm back and I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, do we have newbies in here? I'm a repurposer, y'all. I love to take junk and turn it into fun things. And my brand is all about bling and sparkle. I am a lover of all things that are sparkly. See how much easier that was? That'll dry perfectly. And then I'm going to do everything else in royal bronze. Hey, Jean. Okay. Yeah, I've got lots of new followers. I know I've had a couple videos that are going crazy. And with that influx, we always get new sparkle chicks, which is awesome. So Posca pens you can get at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Michael's. You can get them on Amazon. But they come in a wide variety of colors. So you can do white, there's red, and when you feel like it's starting to go, you just press it, and it's very, very liquidy. Oh, Kimberly, you know what? So far, I think I can still smell. I can still smell. There was a couple times, there was a day last week when I was eating a popsicle. I said this in Royals yesterday, and I couldn't taste it. But the first time I had COVID in 2021, I had that happen, but I haven't had it since, so until last week. Oh, Gail, you're lucky. Oh, your family's had the flu. Yeah, luckily. That's why I gave myself a test. Usually I don't, if I'm sick, I get sick. I usually don't take a test, but I was curious because I knew my husband wasn't feeling good. And I wanted to know if it was the flu or was it COVID. So I bought that 3-in-1 test where it'll test you for all three, and lo and behold, it was COVID. Damn it. But thankfully it didn't, it was I had 2 really bad days last Tuesday and Wednesday. No, Wednesday and Thursday were my worst days. And then I remembered why I don't like to be sick. Because, man, that's an awful feeling. Yeah, I took lots of D3K2. I upped my amount. I take ginger. Ooh, I'm going to have to brush that. I can't get my pen back in there. Ginger. Took a lot of ginger last week. A lot of D3K2. All right, so for this one here, because I can't get my pen, yeah, all the way back there, I'm gonna have to brush that one on in that little corner back there. And I like these Posca pens because they are, like, it's dark. Like, you don't have to do it twice, like with paint over white. You typically have to put a couple coats on to get it real dark. This is great. Or a Sharpie would have worked too, but I like the Posca pens. See how we're making a little thing? This test, and it was, what did it say? And it was a sinus infection. Oh my gosh. Running from the tops of both my feet up my shin space. Oh, Kathy, that's terrible. I took a lot of my glutathione. I'm a big proponent of glutathione. I was swishing like 5-6 times a day. So maybe that's why it wasn't, it was awful, but it wasn't like awful. If that makes any kind of sense. So you guys think this is going to be okay with the Royal Bronze? And I will be live tomorrow, y'all. It won't be a Totally Dazzled live, but I'll be live tomorrow. But I don't know, so you guys are excited about the bling that I'm bringing in? I thought it would be fun. I've wanted to do another, Royal Funky Junk pack for quite a while now. So I thought, what better time? And I work long and hard looking at all kinds of different things that felt like me. And I'm super excited. And that's going to be something that I'm probably always going to carry, is that little signature sparkle pack. And then I'm thinking about maybe a couple times a year doing, like, maybe 4 times a year, doing like specialty packs. Like, I want to do a pack for my little storybook characters, so I'm working on that. So fun stuff like that. Even 6 and 0. Ah, I gotta shut my heat off while I'm hot. And I'm gonna open the window just a tad because I'm sweating. I don't want to sweat. Okay. Phew. Kathy, I know. It's not out already. No, I just did a little teaser post. It's not out yet. I'm thinking probably March. You're gonna hear me talking about it a lot, but you guys will know when it's here and what I got coming. And to start, I only brought in a limited number, but that signature sparkle pack is something I'm always gonna carry. I'm just seeing where it goes. I mean, we all need somewhere to get our bling now, and now that our favorite vendor is out with Totally Dazzled, I thought it was a great little idea. I'm not like a huge supplier. I still have, I still want to create, and I don't want to make it a full-time job, but I thought it'd be something fun to bring in. Okay, I do have to get a small little brush with some black paint to get back in that little corner where a pink a pack of the story character lobster. Yes. You know, for those of you that don't know, sparkling and ready, $21.99 each. No. Okay, there we go. Just a little drop on there. Oh, thank you. These are Jimmy crystals. I would hate you to get nerdy. Saturate what, Shayna? What are you talking about? What did Shayna say? Saturate? What? What did I do wrong? She is moving on to a future endeavor. She wants to do nonprofit work. Saturate it with it. I would hate you to get nerve damage from it. Who? No, she just closed it. She just closed Totally Dazzle. She's decided to move on to nonprofit work, and I wish her the best of luck. Maybe we'll get the chance to work together again on some nonprofit stuff. You never know. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely do a Christmas pack, Melissa. That's a definite. Just, you know, starting out small just to see how it goes, and then we'll take it from there. Totally Dazzle just closed, that's all. Oh, talking to Kathy about the shingles. Okay, thank you, Shayna. I thought you were talking about me, and I'm like, is it the marker that I'm using? I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna dry this really well. I can still see I've got some pretty wet spots from that Posca pen, and I don't want that to imbue my royal bronze color. I'm gonna dry it really good. Okay, so I'm drying all that marker that we put on here. It looks really good. Now I'm going to take the rest of that frame and I'm going to make some royal bronze. Exactly. She just thought it was time. You know, I don't know. She just, you know, I think she just wanted to move on to some nonprofit work, which is, you know, her prerogative. So it makes me sad because I love me some Totally Dazzled. So now I'm going to bring in some Royal Funky Junk Bling. Your eyes tell you don't feel heart yet. My eyes, like, I'm not like 100%. Yeah, I can feel it. I still have like major sinus pressure and I still get tired. It was, yeah, but trying. I'm getting there, guys. Okay, this looks cute already. I'm gonna take the rest of this and I'm gonna pop this crystal off too. So we're gonna paint this little fleur-de-lis. I'm gonna keep that crystal. And you guys, I have to show you what I got. It finally came. I bought one of these. It's not fully charged yet. It's a cordless glue gun, I think, from Dremel. We need a blinksters. I got you. See, I knew there was a void there, so I was like, let me try it. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make my royal bronze. No, you never seal your diamond dust. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad you love it. Guys, I have a bunch of stuff for Whatnot. I've got some jewelry. I've got some glass tumblers. So I'll probably be doing that next week. Royal bronze. Okay, this is it. You're gonna take some black paint. It's not a jacket, it's a blanket my girlfriend made me with my logo on it. There's me and Rocky, see? That's at the top, and there's my little brother Cardinal. Yep. Just a blanket from my photo cover on Facebook. And you're gonna take black paint. Okay, this is just straight black satin paint, okay? I typically make a lot of it because I have little glass jars you can pour the rest into. And then the coupe de gras, which makes it look stunning, is the Paint Pixie metallic paint color in New Penny. Will give you the most gorgeous royal bronze color. Spectacular vernacular. I don't know what kind of brush I want to use. And I did order some new Paint Pixie brushes. How to find what on my link tree. You can do !link, all one word, no spaces, and it will drop you a link to my link tree, or you can go to Royal Funky Junk, my main page here on Facebook, and my link tree is posted right at the top. Got your Whatnot Fleur. Oh, I'm so glad. I bought 2 Harley shirts. Thanks. Oh my gosh, I love Whatnot. You guys, I've got some really fun stuff coming. I'm loving doing the DTF transfers on sweatshirts and t-shirts. Got a lot of those coming in. So good stuff. All right, so then you're gonna mix this together and wait. Hey, Terry Dubois, I love your name. You're gonna get the most gorgeous color. Oh, so pretty. It's always, Paint Pixie is my favorite royal bronze. When you use that New Penny, oh, look. That is my love language right there. I like old world. Okay. Now I'm wondering. Okay, I'm wondering if I should take the picture out of the frame. I think I'm going to. Oh, I lied. She was born on 9/24 of 17. I said 1914. 1917. This picture was taken in 1937 in Barnesville, Ohio. All right, I can't take the glass out, but so I got to be careful. Yeah, all right, I gotta be really careful around that inside glass area. Hey, Kristen, so I'm just, oh my God, I almost went like this and covered up my stripes. Do we have to go to Whatnot to get the transfers, or can we get them? I'm actually thinking about bringing in some transfers to sell. So you can get them from me, or I could put them on a t-shirt for you. I probably did not use the right brush. So let me do this with the bigger brush down here, and then I'll switch over to a little brush. Wasn't thinking, y'all. I don't want to get... I love these French tip brushes because they get into all those little nooks and crannies and all these little grooves. You can go to find these on Paint Pixie. It's my favorite. Okay. I'm just using it for now to get in here, but when I get up around that frame, I gotta be really careful. So I'm gonna use, there we go. Paint Pixie. Your grandmother was born in 1914. It's so amazing. All right, so now I'm gonna be careful around here because this is where I'm going around where we painted. And I know you guys are having a hard time probably seeing, but I'm just getting right around here. And when I first painted this picture frame years ago, as I was living on my own, it was after my divorce, and my house was like all shabby chic, white, grays, creams. What did somebody say? Are my transfers from the virtual retreat iron-on? Oh, for the jacket? No, that's on paper. No, that's just decoupage. Okay, so see how I'm just going around there? I think it's gonna be pretty, y'all. I was nervous about the royal bronze with the white, but I think now that I'm painting this on, I think it's cute. I think it's gonna work just fine. So this color scheme doesn't just match in my house anymore because our house is definitely more, you know, masculine, more old world, lots of dark colors. And I also, this is like, remember, it was a Totally Dazzled live. I remember that. I redid my brother's picture frame over. It used to be white and I changed it to the royal bronze and it looks really pretty. And it's downstairs. So I'm just going around that. Gotta be really careful when I go around here, but I'm gonna do the outside first. Yeah, how cool that we found so much cool stuff. We were digging, Jack wanted to see baby pictures, so we were down in the basement and I was digging through all the stuff from my house that I had before I met Michael. And when I sold that house and moved in here, it's all sitting in boxes and bins down in the basement here. I got some good stuff in there though. You guys, I gotta pull it, I gotta bring it up here. You guys are gonna like some of it. And just like this, I must have just stuck this in a box and I was like, why don't I just redo the frame? You know, it doesn't match our house now, but I could redo the frame. It's got a beautiful picture of my grandmother when she was younger in there, so I'll stick it on the shelf. Your dad was born in 1917? Yeah. My grandma's been gone. She died 3 months before I got pregnant with Jack. So she died in 2006. Jack was born a year later. I'll tell you a funny story, which you guys have probably heard this story. Some of you have. My youngest son, I always say he's my grandmother reincarnated. Because she died on October 11th at 9:11 in the evening. And 9/11 is one of those numbers that we see in our family all the time and nobody knows why, but it always had been like that even before she died. So she died on October 11th at 9:11 p.m. We were all with her. And my son was born, Jack was born on September 11th, the following year. September 11th, the following year at 10:11 in the morning. And I'm telling you, when he was younger, and even to this day, he'll tell you, he remembers her. He's like, I remember Nana. I'm like, you can't possibly remember Nana because you weren't even a figment. You weren't even conceived when she passed. But he will tell you things about her, even from the time he was younger, that she always wore like knee-high stockings, and he says, I remember her not, he called them lylons. I remember her lylons. So, I don't know. And sometimes like he has like an old soul about him. And I always say it, like, I think he's my grandma. Crazy, huh? Right. I know. You never know. But he's got her gentleness about him. Okay. All right, guys, that wasn't too bad. Looks good, eh? Well, let me show you up close. Now, I got to be real careful and do around that end one. It's a God wink for sure. It's, oh, I know. That number is like poignant in our family. It's like every time we see 9/11 or we're out, or even just Jack will even say like 9/11. Like it's always just been a poignant number. They say they know. What's up, Kurt? All right, so I got to do this inside area, and this is going to be a little schnickety trickety because I can't take the glass out of this frame. And then I've got this real, it's just, you gotta be a little careful. Might require 2 coats. And I did dark wax this piece many years ago, so I can tell that I'm painting over wax. You know how it kind of gets a little slippery. About the spirit world to be coming. I know, right, Gail? I know. You never know. You don't know. I have a whole list of stuff that I want to ask the Lord about. This is like so tedious. So make sure if you do anything like this, you have a really good brush. Double numbered and what they mean. Yeah. And I was born, I have double numbers. I was born on 9/9 and I was born at 3:33 p.m. It looks really pretty. Your grandma met Jack before he was even born. Indeed she did, yeah. Indeed she did. Now she knew my son Sam. Sam remembers Nana. He was 4 when she died. Gosh, guys, I just got struck with like some massive hunger pains. I have been eating this whole past week, like while we were sick. Y'all, I wasn't eating the greatest. I had a lot of soup. Your number is 22. Make the black stripes royal bronze. I don't know. I thought of that. But I wanted it to be separate. I didn't want it to be all black. But I did think about that. We'll see. I wanted there to be a little bit of difference. You know what's funny is I don't even remember painting this frame. And this was before I know all the things that I know now. I was crafty, but I've definitely come along. I've found my niche in the world. I mean, I always like sparkle and bling, but now like I know who I am. I have found my little corner of the crafty world. Okay, so I got the inside edge done. Oh, I guess I should do this bottom too. We'll have to do our little fleur-de-lis. Okay. Now I gotta do that outside edge. Then I think you can, yeah, I'm gonna dark wax it for sure, because I don't, you know me, I don't like anything bright white. I am weird like that. I would be so mad if I got paint on this sweater. I think today's temperature was getting up to like 45 degrees. Like it's actually not bad outside. And the sun is, oh wow, we see blue skies. And the next 4 days we're supposed to get snow. And it's gonna be, I think the high on Thursday is only 16 degrees. Where am I? Here we go. I was holding it weird. Couldn't get a good swipe. Yeah, the wind here is crazy too. I could hear the wind blowing outside right now. Okay, almost done, ladies. And you know when I was like binge watching on TV, like I binge watched so much TV while I was gone. I watched so much HD TV, it wasn't even funny. I absolutely am in love with David Bromstead, and I watched a lot of that. I watched a lot of HGTV. We got all caught up on Homeland. We finished Homeland. We started watching Game of Thrones again, so we're watching that again. And we started watching the show you guys all told me about called, getting that pain in my leg again. Hey, Tanya. Absentia. That's pretty good. Sun till yesterday, and they had my driveway plug yesterday. Oh my gosh, Tamara. Yeah. The snow is all melted. Well, we have some snow on the ground, but it melted a lot today, which now we're getting a bunch of it. I think we're supposed to get up to like 3 inches. We got 3 inches the other night, Sunday. Poor Mike had to get up at like 4 in the morning and go plow. Okay. You could save your little bowl of paint, put it in a glass container, and that, my dears, is how you make royal bronze paint. Oops. Okay. Oops, I do need to do, here, look, isn't that pretty? See how it's a little different? I didn't want it to match the black. But once we soften that up, oh my God, it looks so good. Once we soften this up with some, what do you call it? Dark wax on that white, it's gonna be a lot, it's gonna look better. And I do have to do this little piece right here. So. And I'm just covering this in royal bronze. And I believe that this little fleur-de-lis, I think, came from Hobby Lobby back in the day when Hobby Lobby had like a ton of fleur-de-lis on their shelves. And then everything went to Farmhouse and they stopped. Okay, let me just put this over. And I'm gonna dry this. It's a beautiful color. It's my favorite. All right, so we're gonna let this dry over there. Get rid of all that. And then I'm gonna dark wax that. Let me dry everything. Do a little double check. Oh, I see a couple spots. Make sure it's all good and covered. And then, make sure you have all that little bits of white. If you're redoing a picture frame, there's so much you could do. Don't be afraid to repaint. I have like a ton of frames that I pulled from my basement that I don't use anymore. His and hers, I know I've got to watch it. It's on my list. I use black paint, like a black chalk paint, just black enamel paint, and black just satin paint from the craft store. but this is how I get this. I've tried to use like the little craft paints that are in like the copper color, but this gets me my favorite. It's the New Penny color. It's a metallic paint by Paint Pixie. It's my favorite. I love their metallic paints. They are so beautiful. I got some new primer. I got some new brushes. I love these brushes are my favorite. These are the French tip brushes. My favorite brushes. So I've been talking about placing an order. I finally got around to it. Finally. Okay. All right, so everything is dry on there. I don't want to soak that brush just yet because every time I think I'm done with it, I need it. Painting, you have got me interested in painting it. Oh, Sue, I love that. It's therapeutic, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little bit of black wax from Bear, my favorite. I'm gonna take a little brush and I know I haven't watched his and hers, but I did hear it was really good though. And I'm going to, okay. I'm just gonna take my dark wax. Good, thank you, Gail. It's on my link tree, or you can just message me, Gail, and I will send you a link for it. But I am gonna do a post. Okay. So I'm just putting the dark wax over the white, over this part here, and then I'm gonna take it. I think there will be time in our lifetime that the younger generation doesn't know what a penny is. Quite possibly. There's a lot in our generation right now, like my kids, like it's so funny. They don't know what like an 8-track is. It's just how people evolve. Okay, I know it's harder to see. You probably can't see it on camera all that well, but it did just darken it up some. I freaking love it. Okay, so now to really bring out all the detail of the frame, you guys guessed it. What are we gonna do, folks? We're gonna do some rub and buff. Sue, the dark wax is Bear. It's antique dark wax from Bear. I get it at the Home Depot. The Home Depot. I do not have an affiliate with them or anything. I just like it. So I share with you guys what I like. I think I am done. See, so glad that I didn't soak this brush yet. Probably should dry this back side. Dry it really quick. We're going to glue that back on there, but first I'm going to highlight all those beautiful scrolls on the frame. I mean, just look at that color. See how it's like oil rubbed bronze? It's stunning. It's so shimmery. It's my favorite. I'm going to take some antique gold rub and buff. What the heck? I'm noticing all kinds of white spots in here. See? Or is that just a glare? No, that's done. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we'll dry it again. Hi, Deb. Home Depot. That's funny. The Home Depot. I'll have to start using that. Okay, a little bit of antique gold rub and buff. Okay, and if I want to use a brush, let me just see. I typically use a little, my finger. but I have big fingers, so I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna do the top first. So all I'm gonna do is just smooth some of this on. Right around there. Go slow so you don't, sometimes that's my biggest thing is I rush. See? She says lippic. I saw the one where the girl got into her mom's lipstick. That was funny. Now down here where I can't get my fingers into, I'll go over it with a brush and hit any high points that I can't get. Like down there. So just grab a brush. My finger's too fat to go in there. And you can have a beautiful little frame. I think I'm even gonna do a little bit on this back side right here, because why not? Do what you want. But look at one half to the other. Doesn't it like stand out so much better now? Okay, now I'm gonna do the inside here very carefully because I don't want it on the white. I mean, if it gets on there, it gets on there, but see, now everything is kind of set. I'm so glad we did the black and white, y'all. I freaking love it. Now now it fits my current home. I can pull my grandma out of the basement. I'm so glad that I found all that cool stuff. I put the Elvis Presley thing up in my living room high on a shelf so it doesn't get broken. Along with that, along with the Snow White that my grandma made me. And somebody gave me a good suggestion. They said, why don't you put a red bird on there? So I'm going to look for a little red bird and probably stick it on there. Okay. Okay, so I can't get my finger all the way down into here, so that's where you get your little brush. It is expensive looking, and look, it literally, you can find these frames all day long at the Goodwill, thrifty stores. Just highlighting all these little beautiful details. Where my fingers couldn't get into. Okay, and then we gotta do the same thing for the fleur. So make sure I get all those details in there. Tell me that doesn't look so good. I don't even know if it needs the fleur. I think it does though. Thank you, Tamara. How big do you want the red bird? Probably just a little thing. All right, so I have this. Let's do our rub and buff. My watch is wrong. It's 4. I know it's not 4. It's 5 o'clock. And I'm just gonna go. Do we want to put that back on there? I mean, I have a thing for fleurs, so why would we not? But I don't know. I think it looks so pretty. I had it on there to begin with. Okay. Go around the edges. A little much on that one. Okay, ready? A little bit in here, a little bit in here. And then you guys tell me what you think. Without. Ooh, I don't know, I kind of like it. You should paint the back. Okay. It's going on a shelf that faces the wall. I don't know, maybe. I'm not crazy about the silver bling that I had on there either. With, I don't remember where I had it. I think it was right up there. All right, I'm just gonna do it since it was on there. Okay, I'm just gonna use some hot glue. I'm gonna lay this puppy down. Dry. Okay. It wants to curve. It wants to turn. Gotta get it to dry. Isn't it great? Okay, we're gonna let it dry there for uno momento, and then what I want to do for sure, on this inside part, it's going to need a little bit of triple thick Durham clear. It looks good with it, but also looks good. I think so too. It looks good both ways, I think. I just want that to be a little shiny here. I'm not really too concerned about the gold, but on this white and the blacks, oh boy. There's the thing. I'm probably gonna have to spray this. That, the Posca pen, wants to pull that marker color. Wants to bleed it a little bit. So I just keep a rag handy, and I'm kind of doing the white on its own. That's the difference between Posca pens, is that they tend to smear a little bit more. I don't mind if it's got a little smudge. I think it gives it a little bit of character. Hi, Robert. It's dry, but it's just, you know, it's a marker. It's not like paint. Oops, it's not like paint, y'all. So maybe a spray sealer would have been best for this one too. No, if it transfers a little bit, I'm okay with that, like I said. I like a little bit of like smearing grunge, especially on old things. I'm just trying not to like press too hard. I don't want like a big black line through there. Ah, like that. So just take it back. If it smears a little bit, like I said, I'm okay with that. Shit. Excuse me, I said a bad word. Well, See, and sometimes guys, you just gotta suck it up. Suck it up, cupcake. Did so good. Right up till the end, and then we're done right here. So, but it's mine, so I don't care. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's a paint pen, yeah, but it's, you know, I don't know, y'all. I'm just telling you, if I used paint on those stripes, it wouldn't have done that. And that's because of the pen. Maybe it's more watery, more thin. I don't know. I didn't make the Posca pen. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of a seal all over, just so it has a little bit of shine. I'm going to do this up here. And then I think it's got to have some bling. Now, you know, when I first made this, I was always into bling, but it had its one piece of bling. Now, you know me, I do rhinestone work and all that stuff. So let me dry this. Okay. And then, let's see. I think it looks pretty though. I'm going to put my Graham's picture back in here. I forgot to seal the sides like a ningwit. I love it. I love it very much. All right, it needs bling, y'all. Let me soak my brushes now that I'm done, okay? It needs a piece of bling. I'm not crazy. I mean, I love the piece. Oh, look what I found. Let's see. Here's a bougie piece of Totally Dazzled. I think this might be too big. Yeah. How about a bronze piece of bling? Or fleur-de-lis. Here's a good one. Or I could do a fleur-de-lis. Okay, I grabbed a couple of different pieces. Okay. Okay, ready? I know, right? So there is a fleur-de-lis on a fleur-de-lis. Let me see, I gotta see first. This, of course, though, would have to have, it's Janet. I'm using my new things from Janet. Janet is my little lovey. She always keeps me supplied with scissors. Okay. Do we want a fleur-de-lis on a fleur-de-lis? Not feeling it. I love this one, this little piece. Ew, I kind of like that. There's this one. Nope. That one. Nope. I think I found it. And I did originally have this one on there, right? I am going to be bringing in bling, but y'all, I'm starting off with just my signature sparkle pack. I'm going to do little storybook characters. I'm just getting my feet wet. I would like to keep bronze bling and fleurs. Those are like my two staple signature pieces of bling are fleurs, you know. But I don't want it to be a full-time job either, you know. A cameo would be pretty, but nope, we're gonna leave the only face on here is gonna be my grandma's. I think that is perfect. I'll show you guys in a second what I chose. Just Just a little piece of bling. I'll probably add some rhinestones down here and throughout because that's what I do. I'll put all these back in my bucket. Don't lose them. Bronze. Nope, that's the wrong bucket. That was a silver, bronze, silver. Okay. With the dangle. Now, I didn't like it because it was silver, and I'm more of a gold girl. All right, now we gotta put the picture back into my grandma. Holy schnacky break. Ah, what am I doing? This is how I made this janky so many years ago. You guys will see what I'm doing. It had to go like that for me to get it in there. I have to glue that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to do a little CPR on that. Actually, just tape probably work. There she is. The picture I had didn't fit, so I had to put paper behind it. And I distressed the paper. This is before I knew what dark wax was. So it's a little grungy, but it's still, look how beautiful. Look at that. Totally updated. I should have taken a picture of it before. I'll try not to get a screenshot. Looks totally different than it did before. And I love the frame. I am so glad I went with the black and the white with the bronze. Gorgeous. So yeah, I'll do a supply list for the paint. Super easy. And you guys can refurbish any old frame, right? I mean, think about it, what it was before when I first came on this live. And you could find these fancy frames at, you know, at the Goodwill all the time, y'all. Don't you see, Sam? I do too. The grunge, yeah. And you could see like the grunge, what I mean, like right here, see how I had like the black kind of like shimmied into there. But it's okay because it kind of gives it that old world look, and I love this. This is going right in my living room. Now this completely matches my house. I could even throw some gold, maybe I should, just a little bit of that, like a gold, what do you call that? A little flick. A little flick. Let's see. Lightly. Yeah. See, just a little bit of a flick on those black stripes. Super cute. Love it. Okay, I think we're done here. I hope you guys enjoyed my little crafty craft today, my little upcycle. I will be on tomorrow. I almost said with Totally Dazzled, but I won't be. But we'll do something sparkly tomorrow. I don't know what. And I am working on a little fast play little thing that I got working on. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It's so pretty. My Gram says thank you for watching. I'm sure she's watching too. And I love this. I'll try to get a screenshot of before. And I will do a reel when I get all the rhinestones on, because that's gonna get some rhinestones on there. So thank you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. My nose, I must have hair up my nose or something. Something's tickling my nose. Do you believe the ice cream truck is out? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Thank you guys. It's just, I like to express my inner thoughts. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll hang out for a telegram. I didn't put a schedule out this week just because, you know, I wasn't sure. But yeah, I'm going to go rest. I'm actually going to see if Mike wants to get some dinner. We went to dinner last night, but Carly said she was going to go to Chipotle, and I'm thinking, shit, why don't we just go get some coyotes and go get Mexican? I could go for a Mexican and a margarita. I'm just hungry. So you guys have a great Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, Kurt. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.